once I started to focus on direction over execution, oh my God, I believe I can make someone now profitable in less than a year. Having the right questions is the #1 way to become profitable.
So, welcome everyone in the sunny, not so sunny, almost sunny Portugal with the one and only Kimmel Trading. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me in your
Thank
channel.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah. I mean, you made me start a channel,
That's true.
actually. That's funny.
True.
It's been fun so far, but I need to upload more.
Yeah.
And you keep
Everyone
telling
in the
me-
comments, tell Sander to upload more.
Yeah. Tell me what to upload or I won't do it. No, I will do it.
Yes.
Even here, I come to Portugal. It's like, oh, you need to record more videos for your YouTube. I'm like, yeah, this guy loves to work. Where do you think that comes from?
I don't know. I think that ever since I was young, I always worked. So ever since I was 15, even though the legal age to work in Portugal is 16,
Yeah,
I already worked part-time when I was 15 because I just wanted to make money and save money and to then be able to spend it. And funnily enough, I was spending it on like CSGO skins and so on. But even then I was like saving all of my money, even though it was like $200 a month.
yeah.
I was working for €2 an hour back then. Because again, if it's a 15-year-old, they're just gonna take advantage of you because you have no idea what life is about. So yeah, I always had this work ethic because of my parents also a lot.
Yeah.
They always worked. So yeah, it was a natural progression for me. I never think that I'm working. I just don't like to chill. What people would quote unquote say is chill.
Yeah. Working is chill for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. It's funny but you cannot work until 15. No, you cannot work at 15.
I like legally you cannot work, for example, in a restaurant when you're 15 years old.
Yeah.
And I did.
Ah. Oh, that's so funny. Because in the Netherlands, like when you're 15, like my parents were like, you're gonna get a job now. Like you go in the supermarket, you're gonna get a job and you're gonna make money.
And funnily enough, I was the one that said that I wanted a job. My parents were like,
exactly.
well, you don't need to. It's like you can wait until you're 16. And I was like, no, I want to start making money right now. So
It's always been there.
yeah, because I believe that when I was 16, I was already trying Shopify. So I already had ideas of things that I wanted
Yeah.
to do. I invested in Bitcoin when I was 16 also. Again, invested when it was at $7,000 with 100x leverage. That was gone very, very quick. So well, no, that was not when I was 16. That was 17. But when I was 16, I started drop shipping,
Yeah.
trying to drop ship. Why? Why do I say trying? Because I never even paid for the Shopify subscription.
Uh-huh.
Because no, 30 euros, no way. Use my mother's credit card. There's no way I'm spending 30 euros on Shopify. But I knew I needed the money.
Mhm.
So that's why I was the one saying that I wanted to go work. It wasn't my parents even.
Oh, that's really interesting. You will never hear that from most children, I bet.
Probably not.
I bet
no.
most people will be like, no, my parents just like me. They said, you're going to get a job now. And they're like, okay. And you're like, I want to work.
Yeah.
That's interesting. You have it's just always been there.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, that's
Ever
amazing.
since when I was a kid, like this goes even further back. I remember my mother used to have some friends coming over to our house, and I used to do like shows with a fake how do you say it? A fake drum.
A drum kit.
Yeah, with a fake drum kit, which was
Yeah,
just like
a little one for children.
no, not
Not
even
even.
that. It was like imagine grabbing a couple of sticks, starting to beat on this table and singing, and I was doing that for money, for like 50 cents.
Really?
Yeah,
To woo.
to her friends.
To her friends.
Yeah,
You just come up there and you just play your drums.
yeah,
That's fucking insane.
yeah.
I fucking love that.
This is when I was maybe 7. So
Bro, your entrepreneurial spirit just
From the
fucking
get-go.
From the get-go.
I used to also grab, how do you call it? Pinhas, sabes? Like, you know, those things right there. You have the wood and you have the other things.
Oh, the fucking, not the pineapple, but
Pines?
pine cone.
Pine cone?
Yeah, pine
I used to
cones.
grab those, put them all in a trash bag, and then sell the trash bags. I used to do all of that. when I
Selling
was
the
younger.
pine cones.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
That's so sick. Is there anybody in your family who's like this?
Not well, not really. They are now because they started seeing me, and I was like, listen, you have to invest your money, you have to think about business, be an entrepreneur, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So my mother now is much more entrepreneurial.
Mm-hmm.
My father's just like, hey, I'm chill, I'm working, I get paid, and I go home and watch football.
Hey, that's
Uh,
that's a
and
good
he's
life as
he
well.
loves it.
Yeah, of
So
course. Yeah. That's sick. That is fucking interesting. So everybody was like, God damn, this guy is fucking selling pine cones. They're probably like, this guy is selling pine cones. This
I have
he's
a
going nowhere.
I have a worse story. Like the worst thing I sold and that people actually sometimes bought because it's like, it's a kid, it's 50 cents, just fucking give it to him. So do you know when you grab paper and you fold paper, right? You fold
Yeah,
the
yeah,
paper
yeah.
and then you cut things and it does like a whole, when you unfold the paper, it's like a whole like drawing or something.
Oh, yeah, I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had tiny, tiny papers. They were like this size, these squares, like this. I would fold them up, I would cut them, and sell that for 50 cents each. Yeah, it was just some random fucking, I don't know, even patterns. And people would be like, oh, yeah, sure. Here you go, 50 cents.
Oh my God. That's fucking insane.
Washed cars, everything. I did,
You did everything you could do.
yeah.
How did you go into trading then? Like, how did you?
Like from there on, since I always had that idea, I was heavily addicted to gaming ever since I was 10.
Yeah.
Which again kind of doesn't make sense given the fact that I was working, but I was barely working, right? A couple of hours a day, besides the weekends. But when I was in school, heavily addicted to gaming, like
Yeah.
CS:GO mainly, and I knew that I needed to change because again, if I want to be an entrepreneur, I need to change. Because my teachers would always be like, okay, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I want to own a business. Okay, what business? I don't know.
I don't know.
Right. So then I went to the UK, to the university.
Yeah.
And that's when my mind switched into, okay, I'm now going to become an adult. Oh, fuck.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very adult like.
I need to become an adult. And in my mind, this is the craziest thing. For me, becoming an entrepreneur was having a MacBook, right? So what I did is I sold my motorbike, I sold my computer, and I bought a MacBook to go to the UK,
That's so.
to go to university. And so when I was there, it was like, okay, now I'm serious. Let me find a business that I'm going to follow through with. Tried dropshipping again, didn't work. And then one friend of mine was like, hey, there's this guy on Instagram that I completely trust him with my money. And I check, it's Forex. And I'm like, okay, sure. The guy is constantly posting winning trades, winning students, blah, blah, blah. This is signals. And I message him and he's like, yeah, you just deposit this amount on a broker. At this time, it was $300. You deposit $300 on a broker and that's it. And I'll send you the signals and I'll add you to the group. I was like, well,
yeah.
sounds good. So I was introduced through signals. And then obviously I blew the account and I deposited more because I had some winning trades. And that to me was like, oh yeah, let's go. This is possible. Then I blew the next. So that was £600 gone.
Yeah.
And yeah, from there on, I was like, but this has to work because I was in a couple of trades where I was winning. So there is a way.
There's a way, yeah.
So I left it for like 2 months. So I lost everything in December, if I'm not mistaken. And I left it for some time, or February. No, I lost everything in February. And I left it for some time. And then I checked this trading thing on YouTube. And I found 2 YouTubers that were talking about one single community. And I messaged them actually on Instagram. And this is one of the reasons why when someone asks me about an opinion about something specific, I still answer to the DMs as a almost, hey, if this was my younger self and they wouldn't have replied, I would have never done this. So their reply made me who I am now, which is sick. So I joined the community. Like they replied, they said, yeah, community is great. I joined. I was there for a full year and like best community ever. And again, that's why right now I try to do the most possible to be as similar as the previous one that I joined,
Yeah.
so I can be what the other mentor was for me. So yeah, that's how I became a trader. It's like join signals.
Join signals,
Yeah.
lose
And
money.
turns out that friend never put any money in that guy. Like he was just a compulsive liar. And he was the only Portuguese guy in my class.
Damn.
And he turned out to be a compulsive liar.
Yeah. There's a lot of them in trading space.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's insane. It's a lot funny that your pinecone business at the start was more profitable than your whole trading career in the start.
Yeah.
Interesting how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the tough part about trading. But I love what you said about like the paying it forward. Like because those people answered you so well, you answer to other people. And that's exactly how I felt when I messaged you the first time.
Yeah.
And now when somebody messages me, I'm like putting in extra effort because of the same reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, because Kimmel gave me all this information, I want to also help other people and just pay it forward. So it's such a powerful thing. I
Yeah.
believe it's so
That's why
interesting how that works.
like good creates good in the world.
Yeah.
Because it's like if you treat me good, then I'm possibly going to be in a good mood to treat someone else good. Like this happens like in restaurants. If you treat a waitress bad, then she's gonna be pissed, and maybe someone else is gonna be like, gonna be treating her good, but she already has the mentality of this other person.
Yep.
So everyone starts to have a negative experience. So if you can do that on the positive, like the world just becomes better. So that's why when I say, and this almost goes political. My God, I don't want to go there. But that's when I see people complaining about things outside of their control. It's like, just do your part,
Yep.
because you can't control the rest. Do your part, do your best to do good in the world, because that will affect the whole world. You just don't know.
Yeah.
Like the first person that got me to reading doesn't understand that person has had so much impact, because I started reading and then 5 other people started reading because of me. Then because those people started reading, 5 other people started reading. So all of a sudden that this one person that made me read has
snowball.
put 30 other people, has changed the world of 30 other people. They just don't know,
No,
because they don't know those people. They
you will
just know
never
me.
know. Yeah, the snowball
So-
effect is crazy. I mean, I think we even talked about it one time, like about just mutual respect in general. Like even in the trading space, I don't know if you noticed this as well. Like a lot of people just want to take and not give back. And like if they only take and not give anything back, then good things will just not happen. I don't know if you've experienced the same thing. Like
Yeah.
everybody who I know who takes and gives a part back, I love to help those people.
Yeah.
And that's probably the same with you.
Yeah, and it's the same thing when you give, and people don't have to give you something back. They just have to show
Yeah,
that they're
exactly.
appreciative
Yeah.
of your input. So if you tell someone, "Hey, go do this exercise," and 2 days after they come back to you, "Hey, I did this exercise. This was my lessons," versus you tell someone, "Hey, do this exercise," they never message you again. You're never going to help those people again if they come up with another question. It's like, "Did you do the previous one?" No. Well, then why are
Yeah.
we talking right now?
Yeah,
Doesn't make
exactly.
sense. So the taking and giving, or the giving and receiving, is never has to be just material.
No, not at
Like
all.
it's always different. It's like, why did my first mentor help me? And I'm not even talking about trading mentor, like friend mentor. It's because he was getting the fulfillment from giving me tips
Mhm.
and me growing as a person
Yeah.
because of it. And he's not getting anything back. He just sees me grow,
Yeah.
right? So it's the same thing as, I don't have kids, but it's the same thing as having kids. It's like, you don't have to give technically any, like your parents don't expect you to give back, because you growing and becoming the adult you are is their proudest moment. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's very interesting. It's very
that is
interesting.
good. Is that like one of the biggest motivation behind the community?
I just like I just know the trading space is so full of people that don't care. They just care about money.
Hmm.
And for my detriment, because I just spend so much time in it, um, I just want to give the most, right?
Yeah.
And again, as I said, it's like to my detriment because there are people that just take, and you will get used for that. But yeah, like when I think about the community, I think about our conversation here in Portugal is what are the current problems? How can we make the community better?
Yeah.
Like that's all I care about. Because again, and this might sound bad for some people, but it's like the better you make the community, the more successful the people are, the more people are going to come in.
100%.
So, yeah, like yes, the outcome is more people joining, therefore that's a monetary gain, obviously,
Yeah.
but that comes from the first thought that is how can we make this better for everyone that joins?
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. I think it's also, yeah, I mean, it's just a great thing, right? Like you can help people and grow everything at the same time. Like I think a lot of people just think of how you say it about growing and wanting to make money that way as something evil, just like, oh, but you need to sell it for free. It's like, bro, you're here to learn. Everybody's here to learn. You can make great things and still make money out of it. Like, I never understand the people who are like, you cannot make money if you want to do good. Like,
this is the thing. People have to understand that trading is a zero sum game.
yeah,
Life is not a zero sum game. Else, we would never grow. What that means is, for example, you pay a construction worker, right? You pay to build this house. You buy all of the materials. So you pay and you receive the materials,
yeah,
right? But from those materials, you pay a construction worker that he gets paid, he gets the materials, he builds this house. So all the money that you've put in, this house is now worth more than what it took to build this house. So we've created value through all this chain. So the same thing if now again using someone as an example, let's say you pay for a course, but you pay 300, 1,000 or whatever it is and you make 10 times that, you have just created value, right?
100%.
So a lot of people think that everything is like trading, where it's a zero sum game. No, like life is not a zero sum game. Like Jeff Bezos is a billionaire, multiple hundreds of billions, because he created trillions in value. That's how it works.
Yeah,
Like nothing great comes from just taking. Like trading, yes, it's zero sum, but all of the rest of life is not zero sum.
mhm,
So when you're paying for education, you're literally investing. Obviously, again, there are bad apples in the game where you are gonna have trash, complete trash.
yeah,
But then there are good ones. I do my best because I would feel very ashamed if I had something that I wasn't proud of.
yeah.
You saw that from the first course, then the revamp, and then constantly changing the Discord to try to make it better.
It was not even the course. Like I remember, like we've spoke about this already, but like for everybody who doesn't know, like I joined this guy Patreon, like it was when was it 4 years ago, 3 years
I don't
ago.
know. Yeah.
Kimmel made a
2021.
Patreon for 20 euros a month, and the work he put in there is like it was insane. Everyday live streams, I think, everyday training updates, multiple videos, just for 20 euros. And I was like there. I just bought the Patreon because
And
I
how
was
many
like,
people? How many people were in
there
there?
was only 4 people in there, and you were working your ass off. And that's when I knew, like, because everywhere on the internet is always like fucking negative comments, and like I was just like, oh, it's 20 euros. Let me check it out. He seems like a good guy. And from that moment, I knew like if he's willing to do this for 60 euros, like once people pay him a little bit more of money, like he's gonna do so much more, because if he's willing to do this for basically for free, it was basically for free.
Yeah.
Like 20 euros it was insane the amount of work. I was like, then if anybody gives him a little bit of money, he's just gonna make like the fucking greatest thing on earth, which I think I mean, it's really getting there. Like,
And and the funny thing is that when I was doing the Patreon, um, every time when it was like 1 week missing, I would tell everyone, don't join the Patreon right now because you're going to be charged now and you will be charged in a week. Because of 20 euros, I was like, don't join in the last week because else you will be charged twice. Like I always told people, join in the beginning. And guess what? No one was joining at all.
No.
But, but either way, it's like I was always feeling I would be ashamed if someone joins in the 30th of March
Yeah.
and then in the 1st of April they get charged again, because that was something ridiculous, and that's one of the reasons why I also closed it, because I couldn't even promote it. It's like you're gonna pay twice if you join in the last week. It doesn't make any sense.
No.
So yeah, like my focus is always do the best and then let it grow. But I've said multiple times again, the aim is growth, because I'm not that good at business and I'm learning a lot now.
Yeah.
So
That's the goal. I mean, it's in your blood. Selling fucking pine cones.
yeah.
It is in your blood. So going from that, like, because you're saying you're not so good at it, like, how do you want to keep going? Like, what is your...
Yeah, so that is the thing. Since I'm not good at business, I paid someone thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to have access to their business knowledge. Literally. Like, and now, let's say, hypothetical scenario, I paid 100K for this mentorship. Let's say, hypothetical scenario. If I make $1 million because of this mentorship,
Yeah.
was that not creation of value? But I paid this person $100,000. If I make $1 million, I won there. I won. Like for example,
Yeah.
for you, I think in total you've paid either 300 or 600.
No, 300.
300, and then you were moved to lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've made 30,000. Who do you think got the better end of this deal?
And I'm a coach now.
Exactly. So, but again, this to say is that it's not a zero-sum game. It's like create value and you get value back.
Yeah, for sure.
Like-
Especially with trading, that's the whole thing. Like, if you join a community and it's great and you get funded and you make money off of it, it basically pays itself back anytime.
Yeah.
But it's up to you.
Yeah.
And talk about it's up to you. Like, how did you? Because you said, "Oh, I had all these great mentors." Yet it took you. How long did it take you to get profitable?
3 years.
3 years. Still took you as well. No, not still. Like, everybody takes 3 years, basically. What would you say? Like, what would you say about the 3 years? Because I see so many different opinions on it. It's like everybody's like, "Oh, I want to get funded in 1 year," and then they quit. Because I feel like everybody in trading wants fast. You want fast profits, fast. Like, everything is like fast. Like, that's what I kind of see around. What do you think about that?
I think you can get fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know we've talked about this. I believe I can make someone now profitable in less than a year. Like with one-on-one and like really, really focused sessions, I can make someone profitable in under a year. The thing is, what I learned through 3 years of unprofitability made me as resilient as I am now, which now can take me over the stratosphere. Like when someone maybe someone that joins and is profitable in under a year, they're gonna have some flaws in their thinking because they haven't gone through the process of failing so much and going through the Phoenix protocol and everything, right? Because you haven't gotten destroyed enough yet to learn from all of your mistakes.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some barriers there, but again, you'll always go through ups and downs. But I do think that people can get profitable in under a year. It just takes asking the right questions. That's the thing. Because I know that for the first 3 years, my problem was I was not asking the right questions. I was focused on the wrong things. So for someone that focuses on the right things, they will get the right results. And I've set this example here, which is if you ask the wrong questions, no matter how right the answer is, the answer will be wrong because it's not going to help you because the question was wrong. And the most stupid scenario that I could have think of like 3 days ago was, if you want to become a profitable trader, you can ask me whatever. You can ask me, how do I grow tomatoes? Right? And I
Yeah.
can give you the right answer. But if your goal is to become a profitable trader and you ask me how to grow tomatoes,
No,
then I can give you the right answer, but
yeah.
it's not going to help you. So the having the right questions is the number one way to become profitable.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, it
You need
reminds me.
guidance. You
It,
need guidance.
it reminds me a little bit of a quote I read in a book. Like I think last week I read this quote, and I think it's still such a funny quote. It's like he was talking about a potato farmer that comes across an apple tree and he's hungry, and he digs out the roots because he's a potato farmer. And it's like he doesn't know any better because he's a potato farmer. So he doesn't ask, can I eat this fruit from the tree? No, he just goes into the ground because that's what he knows. And I think, yeah, that's where the guidance comes in. Because you
Yeah.
need somebody to guide you to be like, yo, I know you're a potato farmer, but brother, there's apples hanging on the tree. And sometimes it can be as clear as that.
Yeah. Yeah. Is again, right questions, right answers. Wrong questions, right answer is still wrong.
What would
So
be some of the wrong questions you asked yourself?
I think I was focused too much on how to have profitable trades instead of how to be profitable point blank. Because for me, I think a profitable trader is, well, this was obvious, but it's a trader that can consistently call the direction of the market. If you can consistently call the direction of the market, then you focus on the execution, you will be profitable, right? And only then does the psychology come into play of, oh fuck, but oh, this and this and this and this. But before, you can't call the direction.
Yeah.
Like, for everyone was so focused in the community, they were so focused on the communities that I was in, they were so focused on, oh, having the right execution, the best execution, smallest stops, sniper entries, blah blah blah. No one was focused on direction, and that's why I was unprofitable for so long. So once I started to focus on direction over execution, oh my god, well, that's why ICT helped me so much, because he was always like, the market is going to go here. I did not know how to execute on that, but I started thinking, yeah, the market is going to go here. Oh, it did. The market is going to go here. Oh, yeah, it did. The market is going to go here. Yeah, it did. Well, now, oh, there's a retest of an order block. Yeah, let me take it.
Yeah.
Because the direction becomes so obvious, the execution turns second nature, and then boom, there you go. You become profitable.
I remember that for myself as well. When you're always talking about direction, that I think at one point I was like, I think I was like maybe the first guy to be in the community, be like, oh, if it's just direction, let me just fucking market order like fucking just randomly on this day and put my stop where it's not gonna get taken out. It was just working for me. I was like, oh my god. And then people were like, but why did you take it there? It's like, because we're going up. Like, yeah, but you're not gonna tag into an order block. I'm like, why do I need an order block? What if it goes to the order block? Like, I don't care.
Yeah, then I'm in drawdown. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no,
fine.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to go up, right? It's like, yeah, well then, fuck
Yeah,
it.
find a way.
Yeah,
Just
fine.
execute.
Yeah, so
Like,
that's funny.
that's why execution is not even that important, because if you call the direction correctly, you just execute whenever, when you have still a good risk to reward,
Yeah,
and put a stop loss large enough. But how do people think? Okay, I want a sniper entry. Why? Because they want the sniper execution and a sniper stop loss.
Yeah,
They want a high risk to reward. Yeah, then you get destroyed. It's as simple as that.
yeah.
So
How can people start learning the direction though?
I would say start on the daily. Start by figuring out every single day where the daily is gonna go. You have daily bias. You have like the daily bias exercise. You have so many things that you can do. I've like, these are things that I've literally talked multiple times on YouTube. And the biggest issue that I know most traders face is the reason why you don't know daily bias is because your head is so up your ass that you don't see that you're always trying to call a reversal.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you
true.
always think, oh, the market has hit this order block, so now it's going to reverse. But it's just going up.
Yeah,
Like, that's why we have the gun to your head idea, which is like, if you have to take a trade right now, do you long or do you short? Everyone says, I would long. Well, yeah, then just long. Stop
Yeah.
trying to call the reversal. That's the thing. Like, if you stop trying to call the reversal, daily bias gets so easy, it is insane. If the market is going down, stop saying that the daily bias is bullish. Even if it's Friday, I don't care. Just say the daily bias is bearish. And if it goes bullish, then well, you either took a small loss or you took or you didn't take a trade. Doesn't matter.
That's true. I mean, it's so a lot. The amount of times I try to call reversals is insane. And every time I got fucking eaten alive. Even when we joined the community 4 months, like I remember like laughing every time with somebody else because we always was like, oh, the weeklies is going down, but the daily is going up. So we always sticked with the weekly over the daily. They were really like, oh, but Kimmel's longing because the daily's long. Yeah, but the weekly is gonna take over. And then you won and we lost. And we're like, this motherfucker always keeps fucking longing while the weekly is bearish. And then I just started checking like the charts out and I was like, oh my God, if the daily wants to go up, it's just gonna keep going up and disrespect every other PDA. Because I see like, oh, what if we react from here? I'm like, check the charts. Like once we in a trend, every other PDA just keeps getting disrespected.
And I would add onto this that is the perfect example of the wrong question. Because the people would ask, where's the weekly going to go? But you make money on where the daily goes because you're a day trader. So if your trade ideas are not based on what the rest of the week is going to do, but what today or tomorrow is going to do, then you don't need to know the direction of the weekly. No. Just go to the daily. Like that is something that actually changed inside of Funded Trading Blueprint. Because at first we were like, yeah, weekly, and then you pair weekly with daily. Yep. And then I just started seeing, well, I'm losing because of the weekly. So just trade the daily. That's so now my number one focus is the daily. It's like, where are we going today or tomorrow, depending on what time of day it is? Because that's the only way I make money. I'm not holding a trade overnight. Very rarely do I hold a trade overnight. So I don't need to know what in 5 days is going to happen. Like people want to know, okay, is NASDAQ going to all-time high or is it going even lower? I don't care because that's not going to happen tomorrow. Mm-hmm. So people ask me, okay, what do you think about Bitcoin? Is it reaching 130K? I don't care, right? I want to go. I said this. I think it's going to go now from 82 to 90. Yeah. That's the trade I would take and then just leave. And if it goes, and then it confirms that the direction does continue, then I trade again. It's as simple as that. Stop trying to forecast if it's going to 200 or to 30, and you'll make money.
Yeah, that's true. Just try to pick the small profits.
Exactly.
Like even yesterday, in like we had this amazing trader meetup with the community, and like I talked with like some other guys, and we're like, just take there what's on the table. Like somebody even said, like, I'm not even trying to hold until New York session. He's like, if London shoots up, I'm taking my profits for today. If then New York goes down and gives me another entry, maybe I enter again, but why even leave that money on the table? And I think that's such an important lesson as well for me. It was Miguel.
Oh my God. I guessed instantly that it was Miguel.
Of course.
Like he is also one of the very, very good students, over 20K. He just took money that was on the table.
Yeah, it's insane. But it's so funny because everybody thinks that trading is like, oh, if I don't get a 1 to 3 or 1 to 2, then I'm not going to get profitable. It just depends on your system.
Yeah.
Like I think there's too many people. Well, yeah, it's all. I see so many people saying this can't work. This is the only thing. Like everybody in this trading space has such strong opinion on their strategy and on what they're doing. But almost everything can work with the right set of metrics.
Yeah. 100%. It's like the thing is that people believe that ICT coded the algo. No, he didn't. That's the reason why you were unprofitable. Is because you're stupid. Do you actually think
there are people that believe that?
100%.
Did you meet them ever?
I've met people that
really?
actually,
Did you meet them?
Like they're retarded. Like it's insane. It's like, how do you think that is true? That is not true.
No, that can be
right?
True.
It's and then it's the thing. It's like, oh, but ICT is a scammer. I don't care if he's a scammer. The concepts work, so I just use them. Like they're just. You look at you. I will show you market maker models. Like we can even do this in editing. Put market maker models here.
Yeah.
Put Wyckoff theory here, and it'll be like, this is the fucking same. Who would have fucking thought? It's like everything is like a spin of something else.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you show the same chart to support and resistance, trend lines, whatever it is, they will all say the same thing. Oh, trend line break, market structure shift, I enter long. Market maker buy model. Oh, that's a Wyckoff accumulation.
Yeah.
Oh, this is this. It's like everyone sees the same chart, they just apply different things. So
Fucking insane. That's so funny. What would you say to people who are like in that whole circle of what do I want to find? Where can I find it? Because I think that's like the... Oh, we're getting a call from the man himself. Like, what would you say is like the... Because I think that's what I also struggled in the most. Like, a lot of beginner trainings, like, where do I actually start? Who is... Because everybody's so untrustworthy almost. Everybody's just sticking the finger. And like, I think like beginners just get lost in this war of everybody just pointing fingers. If you understand what I'm saying.
yeah. I think you just find someone you like and you stick with it.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. But like it's the thing. If the person that you like is not like giving you constant support, then you just leave. It's like if you don't have daily analysis on a community you're paying monthly for, just leave.
Yeah.
Because again, you're not getting enough guidance for a trader to become profitable. That's why we've added the daily analysis. That's why we already had live streams 2 times a week. So because again, you want to give guidance to the traders. So if you don't have guidance in your community, just leave, find something else. But if you think that something is not working because you had a losing streak, well, that's not true. You can simply just continue, right? Like if someone joins the community and they have a losing streak, I'm like, well, that's normal. You don't know what you're doing. Just keep going because you'll find out all the mistakes that you're making. But I would say find someone you like and join their community. Like you there, and the way you find someone that you like is by seeing what they provide for free on YouTube. 100%. YouTube is the best place to be.
Yeah.
Because if they're not providing something for free on YouTube, why would you pay for their mentorship? Because if they are not even able to provide something for free, do you really think that they care about you when you pay? Not at all.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think so. And I knew so and I know some people, they wrote this on Twitter, which is like, oh, I will never provide free education. And I'm like, well, then no one is ever going to trust you. Because if you don't do anything for free, how do you expect people to be like, oh yeah, I like this guy? Just from screenshots of hindsight trades you took. Oh yeah, I took this long. Yeah, after it goes bullish, everyone took the fucking long. Like that's trading on easy mode.
It's so funny because like everything in life, it's always insane to me. Everywhere you go in life, you can get free sessions before you join a class, before you join anything. There's always like an option to first watch a thing for free, which you can do on YouTube. And it's the same thing with trading. And that's what I say a lot in the community as well. It's like, yes, you can do it in 1 year. It is possible if you get guidance every day. But if you have it like any other university thing, like you go to school, you learn 2 hours a day, you go home, maybe you have a job. Everything in life takes 3-4 years. Everything in life, there's a free, but for some reason, traders always, well, not traders, but a lot of people believe that it's something magical about trading where, oh, we're going to get all these profits in half a year and it's such a different thing from reality. But as you said, it's still a zero-sum game. It's like, it's just like anything else in the world. And it's just trade. Like, this is what I truly believe. I don't know if you feel it. For me, it's just trading. Like, I love trading. And yes, it's fucking insane because I think people just, because you can make so much money by trading, but in reality, it's just trading.
Yeah.
You're sitting at home, you're learning about the markets. It's just as any other job in that regards.
Yeah.
But the payoff is just insane. And that makes the whole dynamic of, oh, this is some magical things. Just because there's a lot of money involved in it doesn't make it magical by any means.
I always thought about this too, that anything that I want to learn right now, I just pay for it.
Yeah.
So because you're either paying money or you're paying time. I've already said that. I've said this so many times, which is like now I'm taking tennis classes. I didn't think, oh, I'm going to go to a tennis court and play against someone else. I was like, I'm going to pay someone that is a teacher to teach me how to play tennis.
Yeah, of course.
Because I would learn the wrong things if I was alone. I would learn the wrong things, wrong habits, wrong everything. I learned literally from zero with him. Like I had played a few times before with a couple of friends, but if I want to be good, I know I have to pay someone.
Yeah.
So it's like everything in life works like that. But people think people see someone doing that in training, they're like, no, you are bad, and it's like,
Yeah.
bro, okay, I am bad, and it's gonna just take you longer,
Yeah.
and that's fine. I don't
That's
care.
fine.
It doesn't affect me, right? Like it affects me when people actually join, because if people join and they don't do anything, I'm like, what are you doing? Just come on, right? But if no one joins, like I will never know.
Yeah.
So like if I was still trash at tennis, the coach would probably be like, okay, I'm doing definitely something wrong.
I'm a bad coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't affect me. So I always tell people, hey, do your thing. You don't want to pay? That's fine.
Yeah,
Everything's for free on YouTube. I don't.
of course.
It is what it is. So
What's next for you?
now it's just scaling up. I've gotten great profits, but now I just need to scale up more. And I've been motivated a lot by friends of mine. One of them got a record payout with Apex, so yeah, I'm just aiming for higher, like consistent but higher. Just grow, right? Instead of going for smaller payouts, just try to scale up everything. Um, from business to trading to life. Like I just want to find a nice thing that I like to do and just be happy doing it. Basically, I love trading. I love the business I'm creating. So yeah,
I'm taking the right steps,
yeah, I would say
doing the
so.
right things. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're selling fucking paper things for 50 cents when you were a kid, and now you're selling something with trading related, what you love, like, it's gonna be fine.
yeah, I'd say so. If you, it's the thing, if you're not trying to become a billionaire, someone would probably look at me and be like, "Oh, that's fine."
Bro, you should actually make a video.
Of what?
Just doing all the things you did as an entrepreneurial kid and go outside and try to sell
I would,
people.
yeah,
That would be so insane. You'd be like,
I would love to still have pictures of all of that. That would be
that would
sick.
be so funny.
But I don't have
Yeah.
any pictures of that. That is unfortunate. But yeah, that's why I tell you to record more on YouTube, man. Because then in 10 years, you will look. Do you think in 10 years I will not look back to my first video and be like, what the fuck? Of course.
Of course.
Let's just fucking record, post, you too, the same thing, you the same thing. Just take more pictures, more videos, post it online. Who gives a fuck? You are nobody. No one cares.
That's
Right?
true.
No one cares if you make a shitty video. Like no one gives a absolute fuck.
Fuck. And you can always
So-
watch Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly. So I can always go back.
You just watch a Wolverine movie and be like, yeah, that's me.
That's me. So yeah, it's just record more, post more, even if
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
fun.
private. It's like make videos for your future self. I started doing that.
Yeah, this
I haven't done many, but I have done.
I mean, your story is just, it's cool to see. Like, even told you once, it's like, you know, when you have like those movies for the whole training camp, like following you online feels like you're watching some fucking MMA fighter go from zero
Yeah.
to the belt.
Bro,
Like
yeah,
that's
insane.
literally how it feels for me watching you. And that's so funny because everything you're doing, I'm like, I started watching this guy when he got his like fucking FTMO account, like he filled his first challenge and now he's fucking making it. It's so
Yeah,
insane. Surreal.
it is.
Well, thank
So,
you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for
That was a
having me
great
as well.
conversation.
Thank you for everything you do for the community. You did for me, made me profitable.
Yes,
Can't thank
sir.
you enough
Yes,
for
sir.
this conversation.
Thank you, man.
How?
That's good.
Peace.
Thank you guys.